Your move.
Yo, what is going on, you guys? Bashtian YGO here, and today I'm coming at you with my budget Sky Striker deck profile. Now, it's been a while since I've actually made a budget specific deck list, and I want to go ahead and really go back. I know that not all of us, especially myself, definitely not myself, can buy the expensive cards. So things like, you know, Forbidden Droplet, Access Code Talker, Pot of Prosperity. There's a lot of reason why I tend to avoid doing those type of deck profiles, as far as of course the IRL deck profiles, because I'm not one that necessarily likes to spend $100 per card, unless of course my bank account agrees. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. I want to go ahead and do you guys a budget Sky Striker deck profile. Now, with Imperial Order being hit on the Forbidden Limited list, it makes this deck that much more viable. Now, this deck also was a lot more budget right before the ban list, of course, but as we've seen, of course, the prices have gone up on a lot of these cards. But if you already have the core but don't have the money to go ahead and spend on things like Forbidden Droplets, things like that, or the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer core, then this is definitely going to be the deck profile for you. Now, before we do get started though, guys, go ahead and make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe for more videos, and alright, now let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the deck profile. First things first, of course, we're going to go ahead and put the extra deck to the side, and we're going to go ahead and start off with the monsters. Now, as far as the monsters are concerned, of course, Sky Striker only really has Ray. For now, they will be getting new support hopefully sooner rather than later with the new spell card, as well as the searchable kaiju for Sky Striker, which is going to make this deck even that much more incredible, that much more viable in the future. But until we get there, this is going to be the budget pure Sky Striker variant. So start things off, you play triple Ray, double Rose. Essentially, if you do not see either of these cards, you will most likely be losing the game. I have been playing around though with a third Rose, and for some reason, every time I play with the third Rose, I tend to draw 2 to 3 copies of the Ray and the Rose, which is not something I necessarily want to see when a deck really revolves around having just one monster and have spells just up the wazoo, you know? So that's pretty much going to be it for the Sky Striker lineup. Next, for the hand traps, you play triple Ash, triple Nibiru, and triple Imperm. So I wanted to get the most high impact hand traps I could possibly find. Obviously, Ash Blossom Joy Spring is going to be the best, most versatile card. Nibiru is going to be the best for combo decks, and Imperm is just really good all around. It's going to be, if I could play another hand trap, it would probably be Effect Veiler, as it does seem to be like it's going to be one of the better hand traps in this upcoming format. However, this is all space I really had. Now, if you're going to be able to play cards like Pot of Prosperity, things like that, we would actually go ahead and dig for further cards that you may want to go ahead and use. Then that may change up your ratios, but essentially for what we want to do right now, this is going to be the best variant. And now, of course, if you do not have the 30 bucks it's going to take to get a play set of Infinite Impermanences, by all means go ahead and play Effect Veiler. And same thing with Nibiru. If you don't have 3 Nibirus, you can go ahead and play Effect Veiler. Or other cards as such. Ghost Ogre is also going to be a powerful hand trap as well. Not nearly as impactful as these, of course, but Ash is definitely going to be the one that I would say is a must. Just because it is, of course, the most versatile hand trap. Other hand traps that might be really good in this format are cards like DD Crow is very much slept on as well. To combat Eldritch, combat all Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer decks that revolve around it, so it's going to be really good as well. Again, for more budget options for you more budget players. So that was it for the monsters and the hand traps, guys. Now let's go ahead and get right into the spells. You play triple Widow Anchor, double Shark Cannon, double Afterburn, 1 Engage, 1 Hornet Drones, 1 Multi-Roll, and your 1 Area 0. I really like this ratio quite a bit. I really wish that we, of course, had more than just the 1 Engage. However, I really do prefer having triple Kagari and 1 Engage over to having just 1 Kagari and 2 Engage as it is in Master Duel, because this deck is pretty much unplayable at that point. I mean, you really you're setting yourself up for a grind game. This is definitely not a deck that will win in one turn. This is definitely the deck that's going to be able to, that you're going to have to outgrind your opponent. So just be able to have the most amount of impactful Sky Striker cards is going to be the best way to go. Of course, a lot of these are going to be limited as far as the Forbidden Limited list, but this is going to be the best way to go as far as this goes. One Sky Striker Area 0. So normally if you're going to be playing a more going first variant, you can play a second Area 0 along with Mystical Space Typhoon to go ahead and get your play started. Pop this card yourself, and then you go ahead and special summon an array from your deck. However, I am playing a slightly more going second variant, and that's why we're going to play the 1 Area 0. Sticking with the spells, but also more focused on the going second variant, we play your 1 copy of Mystic Mine, your 1 Terraforming, your 3 Forbidden Chalice instead of Forbidden Droplet, of course. You play your double Cosmic Cyclone because essentially this is going to be fantastic against things like Skill Drain or any floodgates you might run into. I could see, of course, Eldritch and True Draco being very prevalent, so Cosmic Cyclone is going to come in huge for you as well in those matchups. I would love to play more, however it is a hard once per turn. 2 Foolish Burial Goods. This also gets your play started. If you happen to go first, you just go ahead and Foolish Burial the engage, and then you go ahead and normal summon your Ray, go into Kagari and get the engage immediately as well. So that's going to be really nice. Also, I do play with the 1 Metal Fist Fusion. I still don't have Metal Fist Fusion. I know. I know. There's been a there's a winter storm currently in San Antonio, so I couldn't go out to my local card shop looking for a Metal Fist Fusion, but I put it up on the screen so you guys know what it looks like. 1 Metal Fist Fusion, which essentially is an Upstart Goblin for this deck, is so versatile, so easy to go ahead and use. Along with Upstart Goblin, you play 1 Upstart Goblin. Essentially, your 1 copy of Pot of Desires. Essentially, this you can get really cheap at this point, so that's amazing. Your 1 copy of Pot of Avarice, funny enough, is if you are going second and you've used a hand trap before, like an Effect Veiler, Ghost Ogre, Ash, and there's a monster in your graveyard, this is a Pot of Greed turn 1. You just cycle through all your Sky Striker monsters, and Link monsters, I should say, and then you go ahead and shuffle all of them back and just draw 2 cards for free. So this card is absolutely just incredible. Also, of course, very helpful in that grind game. And again, to keep consistency, you want to play your 1 Rhoda, your 1 Reinforcement of the Army as well, just because you do need to see that Ray ASAP. And then the last card in the deck is going to be 1 Call of the Grave. Really self-explanatory as far as this card goes. I would be playing cards like Cross-Eyed Designator potentially as well. However, the 1 Called by the Grave, again, trying to keep it budget friendly for us as well. And that's going to be it for the deck profile as far as the main deck, guys. 40 card main deck. Now let's go ahead and get right into that extra deck. For the extra deck, guys, it's going to be very self-explanatory. Play triple Kagari, triple Shizuku, triple Hayate, 1 Kaina, 1 Zeke. This is pretty going to be the best ratio for all Sky Strikers, and I know that like I said, the price of these does go a little bit up, but again, if you already have the Sky Strikers from back in the day, I used to play it a lot, this is probably going to be the best ratios and best variant again for keeping it as budget as possible. Now for all cards that are non-Sky Striker cards in the extra deck, you want to play your 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, and then your 1 Borrelsword Dragon. You'd be surprised how much the Unicorn does come up with IP Masquerena for whenever you're pushing for game, things like that, or you maybe take your opponent's monsters, cards like Widow Anchor or Shark Cannon, and then that lets you to perform even bigger plays with your extra deck. So that's going to be it for the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I try to keep it brief, try to keep it simple. Again, for the budget Sky Striker deck, if you guys have any suggestions to play this deck, even a more budget version or even a more impactful version, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. But other than that, leave a like if you guys did enjoy, subscribe for more videos, and I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one.